Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, kepada lesu ya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Bu Sofi, for being so loud. Ladies and gentlemen, we are beyond happy to welcome you at the 4th IGCS, Innovation and Discovery for Sustainability. So this is the first time for us all to have a hybrid IGSC with audience physically attending in this hall and online through Zoom. So this room is now full of enthusiastic individuals and mostly from Institut Teknologi Bandung. So for that, we'd like to express our gratitude for taking the time to attend this conference this morning. Your attendance in the event is much appreciated and contributed to its success. Well, IGSC had gladly received over 100 applicants, in which 37 oral presentations and over 37 poster presentations and accepted. At the end of this conference, we will announce the awards for 2 best oral presenters, the audience favorite posters around you, and the best poster. So we hope you are looking forward to attending the discussion as much as we do, for it's always rewarding to, have discussions with other experts, yeah? So, ladies and gentlemen, allow us to read ITB Health and Safety Environment Protocols. Physical distancing will be still maintained in all spaces. And take your time to recognize the building and the room, including the emergency exits in every room that you are in. Everyone must keep the environment clean. And smoking is prohibited in ITB campus buildings except at the designated smoking areas. We do not schedule any emergency training today, so whenever the alarm is released, an emergency really does take place. So also, please keep your mobile phones silent throughout the event. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will now have the report from the Chair of Committee of ITB Graduate School Conference 2023. Please welcome Faisal Rahmat, PhD.
Good morning, selamat pagi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable ITB Vice Rector of Academic and Student Affairs, Pak Profesor Jaka Sembiring, the Honorable Dean of the School of Graduate Studies of ITB, Pak Profesor Supriyadi, our keynote speakers, Dr. Hatif Kunjaya from ITB, from ITB, Dr. Terapong, Sri Chiangsa from Kasesat University, and Dr. Nur Azam Abdullah from International Islamic University, Malaysia. Also distinguished participants and LPPM team, SPS team, and also the Dean of the Faculties and Schools in ITB. Good morning, selamat pagi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and I'm very excited to welcome you in this 4th ITB IGSC, or the International Graduate School Conference. So I'm very grateful for this opportunity, and this is the 4th iteration of the conference that we started in 2021. So it was during the pandemic. It was a hard time, but we managed to go through it, and here we are in our 4th chance, and this marks the departure from the online format to the offline format. So the theme of the 4th IGSC for today is the discovery and innovation for sustainability. So we get the idea actually from this year is also marks the commemoration of the 100 year of Bosca Observatory, a very important landmark, or maybe we could also say it was a big project at that time that sparks a lot of things following the 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 Bosca Observatory. Our idea in selecting such a tagline was that from discoveries we learn the secrets of the world. From that, we innovate to solve our problems, and in the end, we want to make our future sustainable. Of which we will learn a lot from our distinguished keynote speakers, Dr. Kunjaya, Dr. Terapong, and Dr. Azam. As mentioned, today we have 37 oral presentations and 37 posters from various fields. Most of the presenters are ITB students, and we do have several participants from other universities. The topics presented at this conference are of wide range. For example, flood management, game design, geothermal, and cosmology. A very wide spectrum of topics of discoveries, innovation, and sustainability. Honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, we understand that the challenging past years of COVID, some measures were taken to ensure teaching and research were still conducted. Today, this fourth iteration, as I said before, is an offline one. We hope the chosen format will foster exchanges, new ideas, and positive research and ecosystem, especially among our students. Lastly, as the chair of the fourth IGSC, I would like to thank the ITB Rectorate first, SPS ITB, LPPM, the keynote speakers, FTSL for facilitating the venue. Thank you. Also the chair committee. Shout out to Farid, Jihad, Pipit, Mahesa, Yudi, the assistants, Bu Osi, session chairs, reviewers, and the past committees. Thank you for your hard work. You are all awesome. And finally, we welcome everyone, all participants, everybody here. Let us have a nice conference. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wow, what a speech. Thank you, Dr. Rahmat. Okay, so honorable ladies and gentlemen, now we will have the opening remark from our one and only Vice Rector of Academic and Student Affairs. Please welcome Professor Jaka Sembiring.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable, our keynote speakers, Dr. Katif Kunjaya from ITB, Dr. Tirapong Sri Chiansa from Kasetsart University in Thailand, Dr. Nur Azam Abdullah from the International Islamic University, Malaysia, Honorable, the Dean of Graduate School of ITBs, Professor Supriyadi, and also the chair of the fourth ITB Graduate School Conference, Dr. Faisal Rahmat. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi, salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Welcome to the fourth ITB Graduate School Conference, or as we know as IGSC. And as mentioned before, that this conference began in 2021 during the pandemic. So it is aimed to assist our researchers and students for disseminate their research result. So now it is already in the fourth edition and the first offline conference after 3 previous online conference. This year's IGSC carries the theme of innovation and discovery for sustainability. The postgraduate education in ITB is a locomotive for achieving academic excellence through research, innovations, and scientific publications. The ITB International Graduate School Conference is held by ITB Graduate School and Institute for Research and Community Service as the media for scientific publications of ITB postgraduate students whose basis is the result of their thesis and dissertation research. The ITB Graduate School, in conjunction with the Institute of Research and Community Service, continuously to support the development of our scientific journals and serve as a platform for disseminating the research results. Of course, we welcome all the participants and our keynote speakers from Indonesia, from Malaysia and Thailand. We highly appreciate for all great contributions. We do hope that this conference activity can support the advancement of science and technology in Indonesia as well as acknowledged globally, locally relevant and globally respected. Last but not least, we thank you once again for your participation. We wish everyone has a fruitful discussions and have a nice conference. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, sir. Would you please stand in front of the room? And I would like to invite Professor Supriyadi to come also in front, Professor Mubarak, Dr. Mukti, and Dr. Rahmat. So we are going to officiate all this conference. Okay. Okay, so we expect the firm shake from the angklung, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. All right. Are we all ready? Pak Hatif, would you please also go in front? Very sorry because you're here to trouble you, but it's fun to play angklung, yeah? Okay, so firm shake of the angklung in 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Give a big round of applause. Thank you so much. Well, before Mr. Vice Rector leaves, we shall take pictures. Mohon maaf, Pak Hatif. Okay, photographer, are you ready? Dr. Damayanti, would you like to also go in front? And yes, Dr. Yuanita. Okay. Okay. All right. They love to joke, everybody. All right, so on my mark, 1, 2, 3. Smile, 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you so very much. Oh, okay. Maybe please turn around. We're going to take photos from here. So gentlemen and the ladies can turn around for a little bit. Pak Hatif, oke, boleh di situ juga ya. Oke, silakan fotografernya. Boleh duduk, boleh. Ya. Mohon maaf ini banyak instruksi. Okay. Is it okay? Photographer? All right, so just in case your face is going to be shown online, would you all please give us big smile, your biggest smile? Okay, are you ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Sarang hai, 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you all very much. Professor Sembiring, we certainly thank you for your time to join us here today out of your busy schedule. We certainly to hope to see you again on other occasions. Thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, to begin with, we will have the first keynote speech by Dr. Hatif Kunjaya from Institut Teknologi Bandung, who will speak to us about big astronomy projects as the driver and of discovery and innovation. This session will be moderated by Dr. Getbogi Hikmawan. So, graduated from Institut Teknologi Bandung, Dr. Hikmawan is currently an assistant professor. He works on theoretical high energy physics, cosmology, and is interested in cosmological perturbation theory, gravitational wave, and inflation theory. Dr. Hikmawan is awarded the best lecturer for student affairs at ITB Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Sciences in 2021. Dr. Hikmawan, the stage is yours.
Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, it is my pleasure to welcome you again in the fourth International Graduate Students Conference 2023. We are delighted to have you all there today at the Auditorium ALSI FTSL ITB on this special occasion. Before we begin, thank you to Ms. Ossi as Master of Ceremony to introduce me. Let me introduce myself again. My name is Get Bogi Igmawan. I think this is the one and only name in the internet in the world. If you search Google, my name, just me, come out. So just don't search it because it's just me. Yeah, I am your moderator in this morning keynote speakers. We have two keynote speakers for this morning. First is Dr. Hatif Kunjaya, and then the next one is Dr. Engineering Terapong Srityangsa from Thailand. And our keynote speaker is well-known expert in their respectable field, and we are honored to have them here with us today. As we move forward the conference, I would like to remind you once more that to turn off all the mobile phones or any device who potentially make sound to avoid any interruptions in the keynote speaker session. We will have question and answer session after the presentation ends. Before we begin the keynote speech, let me introduce our first keynote speakers, Dr. Hatif Kunjaya, MSc from Astronomy Division, Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Sciences, Institut Teknologi Bandung. Dr. Kunjaya got the doctorate degree from the Kyoto University at 1996. The research field, research interest of him is the black hole accretion, dark disk simulation, catalytic variable stars, and zinc magnitude testing. Yeah, all about the astronomical fields, and it's really interesting for to write about your talks. Dr. Kunjaya will present his insights about big astronomy projects as the driver of discovery and innovation. It's really interesting topic. Consider our topic for the conference is innovation and discovery and sustainability. Without further ado, please give a warm welcome to Dr. Kunjaya.
Thank you, Pak Get Bogi. And I wish to thank the organizer for inviting me as a keynote speaker in this conference. This is the first time for me to talk in this graduate students conference. Yeah. So, what motivates me to give this this title of speech is test. No? Okay. Okay. Because I have questions. Usually get question. What is the purpose of research in astronomy? Why the developed country spend so much money for astronomy research, sending spacecraft
to the moon, to the Mars, and to observe the galaxy from space telescope. What for? Yeah. So the keywords is discovery and innovation is just similar to the theme of this conference. Yeah. Okay. So, what is innovation? What is innovation? Innovation is a process of transforming an ideas into meaningful products, into meaningful method, to meaningful surface, for example. Yeah, and that is only the simple simple translation from me. Okay. Uh, why we in Indonesia have a low innovation index? Because of environment. Yeah, innovation needs supportive environment and needs underlying knowledge. Yeah, to flourish, to become meaningful products. Yeah, and why innovation is important? Because innovation influence competitiveness. So the most innovative company, the most innovative country will be the most competitive. So this is the ingredients of innovation: invention and discovery. Yeah, and innovation and discovery can translate to innovation when there is an idea. You know, idea, invention, discovery, and then it can mix into innovation. Then an innovation can result in new method, new products, and new service. And then it will influence the competitiveness. Its innovation resulted from long-term continuous effort of research and in development. Maybe most of you will tell yes. But my answer is yes and no. Why I say yes? Yeah, because it's proven that institutional continuous effort in research and development yields innovation. Yes, that's true. But why I say no? Because many innovation also born in discrete events out of continuous efforts. And one Swedish researcher, they tried to search to collect the data about innovation all over the world, especially in Sweden. He found that most of innovation is discrete events. Most of the innovation comes from discrete event. Yeah. And the other finding he found is that discrete innovation increase significantly when there are general drivers. There are two general drivers. Yeah. First, problem. Second, opportunity. So don't be afraid with problems, because problem can result innovation. Okay. So we can summarize here several drivers of innovation. First, institutional search. Like I said, in the research institution, there will be innovation. Yes, it's driven by the institution mission. The second is the problem, big problem or challenge. The third is opportunity. What is opportunity? I will explain later. And the other is sporadic events. Yeah, sporadic events, which is outside the institutional research. Yeah, and these sporadic events is depend on personal idea. Yeah, the idea, it's difficult to predict. How a people or person can get an idea, it is difficult to predict. Idea can appear everywhere, anywhere in the world. Yeah, sometimes we can see that the idea comes from a student. Maybe you remember Facebook, how Facebook was born. Yeah, it's just start from trying to connect students with students, trying to find who is the most attractive girl in the campus. Start from that. Just idea for fun. Yeah, for fun. And then uh, many people participated, and they become bigger, bigger, bigger. After that, the founders see the economic value of so many followers. Now you can see how big is Facebook. But again, all of this need supportive environment. Yeah. So that's why Google not born in Indonesia. That's why Facebook is not born in Malaysia. It's born in USA because the environment support innovation. Well, okay, now we see one by one. First, about opportunity. Yeah, opportunity-driven innovation. When a general purpose technology emerges, yeah, it provides fertile ground for opportunity-driven innovation. For example, old person like me still remember about a personal computer. Maybe young people maybe do not know what is a personal computer. Yeah. In 1990s, yeah, a personal computer appeared, and I remember at the time that uh, IBM PC is the king of personal computer. Everywhere in the world, IBM PC, IBM PC, IBM PC. The second is Apple computer at the time. So everybody can have access to this personal computer, including high school students. Students can get access to personal computer at that time. Yeah. Uh, then we can see so many kind of innovation appear because there is opportunity from this new technology. Yeah. For example, accounting automation. In every almost in every big companies, yeah, accounting system change into from manual into the computerized. Yeah, and at the time we see the first type of computer software. The type is a spreadsheet. I remember at the time Lotus 123 is the most famous spreadsheet software. At that time also appear word processors. Yeah, I remember. Now you use a word processors is Word, Microsoft Word, right? At the time, WordStar. WordStar was the most famous at that time. And then several kind of word processing software appear. Yeah. So many innovation appear because of this personal computer. Yeah. Then in the 1990s, internet appear in the world, emerge in the world, and we can see many kinds of innovation. At the first time, World Wide Web is introduced, yeah, connecting people with people all over the world easily. Many companies make their own website, make their own homepage. Yeah. Also, personal connection between people using email at the time. I remember I also used this email to make a mailing list, connecting astronomers all over the world who work on variable stars. Yeah, in 1995. Also at the time, so many dot-com companies, dot-com companies appear, providing many kind of services for the people. Yeah, business grow quite fast in dot-com startup and then later crumble. Yeah, in in the decades of 20s, uh, we know the appearance of the smartphone. Yeah, smartphone. Now everybody here use smartphone. Maybe one person have 2 or 3 smartphones, maybe. And from smartphone, there is a new way of communication, not only email, but texting, SMS, using BlueBerry, using WhatsApp, and several kind of texting. So we can connect to other people instantly all over the world. Yeah. Now you can also make a transaction using your cell phone anywhere, in the bus, in the train, in school, at home. You can do transaction. Yeah, buying something, transferring money, no need to go to the banks. Yeah, and also for young people, there is there was games, yeah, virtual reality games like Pokemon. Yeah, so many kind of innovation appear because this is general general new technology which can be applied to many fields. The next is, what is problem driven innovation? When there is a big problem, global challenge, then usually innovation flourish. Yeah. For example, climate change. Yeah. Climate change now is a big problem all over the world. Yeah. Uh, we need to change the use of fossil fuel into other sustainable energy source, renewable energy, geothermal, from the wind, from the sun. Yeah. So from because of such a demand, there is many kind of new innovation. For example, here, solar panel. Solar panel becomes cheaper and cheaper. And then batteries. Many people research on batteries, finding the more and more efficient batteries, more and more capacity. Yeah, and then vehicle. Yeah, uh, electric motor car, electric motorbike. Yeah, electric car, electric plane, electric train. Yeah, so so many innovation because of the such a problem. What about big astronomy project? So uh, before I talk about the influence of big astronomy project, we want to introduce few astronomy projects. First, for example, this is European extremely large telescope. Yeah, it is still under construction. It is a 38-meter telescope. The diameter, yeah, it is will be the biggest giant telescope. You can compare here. This is not a shoe. This is car. Yeah, that's car. Yeah, you can imagine how big that telescope. Yeah. So So, but still under construction. Maybe in next year or 2 years from now, it will finish. And it takes 1.3 billion US dollar. Yeah. What for? Spending so much time, sorry, so much money for this project. Yeah. Second is, for example, Hubble Space Telescope. I believe that all of you have heard about Hubble Space Telescope and see some of the picture produced by Hubble Space Telescope. Yeah. So when Hubble Space Telescope was planned in 1980s, yeah, it already spent $2 billion only until launching. After launching, for research, for servicing, for space shuttle going there, it takes more $1 billion. And I heard this telescope now already spent about $10 billion. Yeah. Mars mission. So Mars mission is not so expensive, only $1 billion. Yeah, sending a rover to Mars and take a sample, doing research in Mars. Yeah. This is the most expensive, I think. Now, yeah, it is. It was launched at the end of 2021. James Webb Space Telescope. This is 6.5-meter telescope. Yeah, and it placed in the space from distance about 1.5 million kilometers from the Earth. Yeah. From the planning until launching, it already spent about $10 billion. You can imagine, from now, for research, it will need more $1 billion. So, what for? Why the developed countries spend so much money for this? Actually, in the innovation point of view, they create problems. Of course, from the point of view of astronomer, not that. The point of view of astronomers is we are searching a new knowledge about the universe. Yeah. So, from the point of view of innovation, they create problems, and the problems trigger innovation. What is the result of the space telescope? For example, this picture. Maybe you have see this picture. This is Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Yeah. This is photographed by James Webb Space Telescope. This picture taken by Hubble Space Telescope. Yeah. This is we call pillar of creation. Why pillar of creation? Because many new stars born in that region. In the same region, when photographed by James Webb Space Telescope, is like this. Looks very different. Much more stars there. Not because James Webb Space Telescope is bigger. No, it's just different wavelength. This is optical wavelength, that is infrared. And this James Webb Space Telescope try to see the farthest galaxy it can detect. It looks interesting, yeah. It looks interesting. These features is a galaxy. Actually, it's a galaxy, but the shape is quite weird. Yeah, not like a galaxy, because actually this galaxy is far behind this galaxy. far behind that galaxy. And it become like that because of gravitational lensing. The light from the background galaxy, yeah, bended by the gravitation of the foreground galaxy. So, is the purpose of the space telescope for taking picture, taking a beautiful picture? Yes, one of the purpose is taking picture of the universe, yes. But if only taking pictures, it is too expensive. Billions dollars for taking pictures, too expensive. Of course, for astronomer, it is for gaining new knowledge about the universe. Yes, what kind of knowledge? For example, this is an example. Yeah, this picture. It looks just points. Yeah, but every points in this picture is a galaxy. Every point, even the faintest points. For example, this is very faint point. It's a galaxy. Yeah. So in these pictures only there are hundreds of galaxies, and this picture have make a groundbreaking discovery. What is it? When we zoom this region into this, then we can see one object here, a galaxy. This is the farthest galaxy we ever know. And that galaxy, the distance from the Earth is more than 13 billion light years. More than 13 billion light years. So it means the light from this galaxy appeared from that galaxy more than 13 billion years ago and arrived to us now. Yeah. So it means we see this galaxy 13 billion years ago. Yeah. So astronomers see the past. Yeah. So according to the previous knowledge about cosmology, the age of this universe is 13.7 billion years. So it means this galaxy is just several 100 million years after the Big Bang. It cannot be explained by the current theory of cosmology. Cannot. Because according to the current theory of cosmology, to form a galaxy needs many billion years. How can only few million years there's already a galaxy? How come? So we must change our theory about the universe. So this picture only change the theory of cosmology, the theory of the universe. Sorry. So, the big astronomy projects give the astronomer huge challenge. Yeah, a huge challenge because when the space telescope was made, the technology does not exist. Yeah, so engineering research is needed. Yeah, so during the construction, they do the engineering research to make a new technology for the space telescope. Yeah, and then the new technology can be applied to other fields, to innovation and yielding new products, spin-off and commercialization. But how? For example, Hubble Space Telescope. It was launched in 1990. Yeah, this is the most successful space telescope ever launched. Yeah, this is the picture. So it discovered many things about the universe. For example, the discovery of the acceleration of the universe. Yeah, and it after that there is a theory, a new theory about dark energy. So the side product of the technology research is, for example, image processing technique uh, developed for enhancing HSD image. Yeah, such a technique can help uh, doctors to detect cancer in very early stage. Yeah, when you go to the hospital, for example, and the doctor examine your health, maybe you can they can take uh, a CT scan, MRI, and so on. How the doctor know there is problem? They see the X-ray picture and they try to find something, yeah, by eyes. But here, using the image processing, they can find much earlier. Another is ultra precise mirror technology, improve uh, microlithography of precise printing of tiny electronic circuits. So printing circuit for your cell phone needs a technology which is provided by uh, the Hubble Space Telescope technology. James Webb Space Telescope, yeah, this is the picture. It's already rocked the existing theory of the universe now. Yeah, the advancement of optics of the James Webb Space Telescope has improved the commercial telescope and camera manufacturing process. So the research here can help the maker of camera. This is also one of the spectacular uh, findings. Yeah, for measuring the curve of the mirror. Yeah, they need a very precise measurement tools. Yeah, and when they find the precise measurement tools, they can use in the ophthalmology for measuring human eyes and with high precision. So it okay. How about ground-based facility, middle size? Yeah. Also, middle size ground-based facilities also um, uh, can give innovation for us. In Indonesia, we have next big telescope in Mount Timau Observatory in Kupang. The mirror only 3.8 meter. Now it's under construction. We hope this year the telescope will finish. It will be the biggest telescope in Southeast Asia. This is the picture of the dome. So still under construction. Yeah, it is similar to this telescope. Seimei telescope in Okayama, in Japan. So when the telescope in Timau finish, it will be like this. This telescope is just the same design with Timau telescope. So we can make a good cooperation with Japan using these two instruments. Now, there is another opportunity these days. Artificial intelligence. Maybe you already try ChatGPT. Yeah, ChatGPT, I expect, will become trigger, will become driver of many innovation in years to come. Yeah. the situation now is just like when internet appeared in 1990s. So the conclusion is big astronomy project is not only for obtaining beautiful image or developing astronomy knowledge, but it has wider contribution in capacity building for the people, for science and technology in general, and drive innovation and provide a positive impact to the industry. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, thank you again for the insightful presentation from Dr. Kunjaya about big astronomy project as this driver of discovery and innovation. It's really insightful because me myself work in cosmology, doctor, so it's really insightful. Okay, as we conclude the presentation session, so now we come into the question and answer session. If the audience have any question, please. Is there any question for the audience? You can raise hand and I will give you. If not, maybe please. The audience on the back. Yeah. So, yeah.
I think you can hear me all right.
Okay.
Thank you very much for your very interesting presentation, Dr. Kun. So just a quick question. So we saw the title of Big Astronomy Projects and Driver for Discovery and Innovations. And especially we see a lot of projects in big developing countries, developed countries with big research fundings probably. So I'm just curious, how do you think Indonesia as a developing countries can position itself in those environments where we, most of the times we only serve as observers and not the active participants, and maybe you can give us a more insight on the matters. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Can you introduce yourself first? I'm sorry.
Sorry, my name is Farid Putra Bhakti. I'm a researcher in Ocean Engineering Department. Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Please, Dr. Kunjaya.
That's a good questions. So, we astronomers already realize the importance of such project, not only for astronomy, but also for science and technology in general in Indonesia. That's why we try to make steps into making a big project. So one of the results is now in Timor Mountain, we make a bigger telescope, much bigger than in Boscha Observatory. In Boscha Observatory is 60 centimeter, the biggest one. There it's 3.8 meters. And we will expect there will be many discoveries using that telescope. Yeah. But not only that, we also see the needs of collaboration with other astronomical institution. Yeah, so that we can use such facilities. Can Indonesian astronomers use James Webb Space Telescope? Yes. But don't think we go there and then take a picture there. No, this is a robotic telescope. So we can make a proposal so that the James Webb Space Telescope can observe the objects, interesting object. But we must make good proposal. If we have good proposal, it is possible. Now we are planning to install a big radio telescope in Lembang, yeah, in cooperation with China, yeah. So at least we already have two big projects, yeah, in Timau, in Lembang, in Timau in optics and infrared, in Lembang, radio. All of these projects must be multidiscipline, so we work together with other disciplines. So, of course, we hope we can develop further for a bigger project, and we can give contribution to development of Indonesian science and technology. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Farid. Is this enough for the answer? Okay, thank you, Dr. Kunjaya, for your answer. Is there any question? Maybe once more. One last question. Yeah. Oh, please, Bu. Oh, belakang. Yeah, on the front, please. Yeah, has anyone never visit Boscia Observatory yet? Is there? So the Timau one is the bigger than the observatory.
Much bigger.
Okay,
Will be much bigger in
Yeah.
Timau,
please.
Kupang.
The question.
Yeah. Thank you, Pak Kunjaya, and also Pak Getbogi, for the presentation. So my name is Mahesa Akbar. I'm researcher from the Security and Defense Technology Center at ITB. So my question is, because in the past, probably like 15 years ago, I was working in Lapan. So now is the Aeronautic and Astronautic Center for BRIN. What I have seen there is that we actually have quite a big fund in Indonesia scale. But first, my question is this funding in BRIN, for example, is it large for Indonesian scale, but it is not really in international scale? So the next question is that one of the main cause that our research, probably in astronomy and astronomy, is not really progressing so much or significantly? And then my third question, because you also already mentioned about the observatorium that will be built in Kupang, yeah, because my sister is working now at Berlin Kupang, and what I heard is that the progress also not significantly well, and there is some issue in the future. So again, what is our current situation and how we can actually develop better in this case? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. That's it's a good question.
Good question. Interesting question.
Interesting question. Yeah, yeah. If we see the research budget in Indonesia, it looks big, trillion rupiahs. But when we compare to the research budget in other countries, it is small, yeah, compared to developed countries. Yeah, the allocation of a research fund in Indonesia is still not so big. I think we cannot compare with just the number of rupiahs or dollars, but the ratio between research expenditure with the GDP. Yeah, according to the United Nations, the good standard for the ratio is 2%. 2% research fund compared to the GDP. How about Indonesia? How big? At present, it's about 0.3. Only 0.3. So still much lower than standard according to the United Nations. Yeah, yeah. But we have trillions. Yes, but because we are big country. We are big country. Yeah. So you can imagine from Sabang to Merauke, the distance is twice the distance from London to Moscow. We are big countries. So such 6 trillion rupiahs for the BRIN budget is still small for a country as big as Indonesia. Yeah. Okay. And then the next interesting question is about the development of the telescope in Timau. Yeah. You can see the history of development of big projects all over the world. All delay. All delay. James Webb Space Telescope already have a delay several times. Yes, several times. Why? Because they must do research to develop technology for the telescope. Thailand have a 2.4 meter telescope. They have a delay maybe about 3 or 4 years. Only 2.4 meters. Yeah. So there is problem. There is problem with the construction. Yeah, but when we compare to other big project, it's about normal. It's about normal. But something abnormal is the COVID, the pandemic. During the pandemic, the construction cannot continue. Just stop. Yeah, everybody cannot go. So so many problems. But we have to treat the problems as opportunity for innovation. So that is my answer. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you very much for Dr. Kunjaya for
Thank
the
you.
answer. Again, this is like insightful topic and really interesting topic, but because of the time, I'm sorry. Okay. One question
One
from
question.
Mrs. Ofpi. Okay, it's okay. Okay.
Okay.
Please the microphone.
Yeah, yes, yes, sure.
So for the question is quite specific compared to the other previous question. As you mentioned before that there is a technology for detecting the early stage of cancer, right? But my question is there any collaboration or any research that has been done between astronomy and pharmacy? Maybe later we can make collaboration.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you think? Is there any idea? Is there any idea that from the health field, for example, when we see the full moon, how about the health of the people? And is there any correlation of that? Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. So, yeah, uh, collaboration with other fields is sometimes unthinkable, but can be done. Yeah. Uh, Maybe you can, we can, example, what is the relation between astronomy and geodesy? Yeah. Before, I myself never think about that. But now to determine the precise position in the Earth, the standard is the quasar. Quasar. Measure the quasars have benefit in make a more precise positioning in the Earth. But what for? You can also think, for example, in Palu, there was a tsunami in Palu, and there is moving of the land. So the position of house is changing. Now people can say, where is my house? Where is the right position of my house? It's difficult. But if we use quasar as the standard, you can pinpoint the position of your house with the accuracy of millimeters. Millimeter accuracy. Yeah, for example. So I think if we explore if we explore the cooperation between astronomy and pharmacy, maybe we can find something in the future. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Bovi. Okay, I think we must stop here for the first keynote speaker because the time is up, actually. Before we end the session, I would like to thank again to Dr. Katif Kujaya for the enlightening and insightful presentation. And we hope that is provided valuable insights too for you, the audience. And yeah, it's open all the collaboration potential, right? The theoretical physics, cosmology juga bisa. Yeah, we can collaborate with pharmacists too. Okay, before we end the session, I would like to give back the chair to Ms. Osi as Master of Ceremony. Thank you for your
Okay.
participation in the first keynote speakers.
Thank you, Dr. Hikmawan. Well, Dr. Kunjaya, we would like to present a token of appreciation for you, and it will be delivered by Professor Zaki Mubarak, Vice Dean of Academics, Student Affairs, and Quality Management of ITB Graduate School. Okay, thank you. And we will now have a photo session, Professor Mubarak, with Dr. Kunjaya, Dr. Hikmawan, pictures, Dr. Rahmat, Dr. Damayanti, please. All right, one more picture. 1, 2, 3. Ini nggak bahagia wajah-wajahnya ya. Tolong lebih ceria lagi ya. 1, 2, 3. Okay, all right, thank you very much.